Hey everybody, Chris Bond21 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. It's the final episode, which means we're probably going to fight some secret bosses that will probably no doubt show up in later games, because that seems to be the running joke with the ending of my video series here, where I always do the secret boss after we beat all the game story and tease you guys for what's to come in the future. So yeah, here we are on the world map, and on the last episode we just spoke about the reports. The less said about them, the better. Basically, if you're going to 100% Birth by Sleep, bottle of gin, painkillers, and probably a nice pillow. But other than that, moving on. So, today we are going to tackle the last bit of the game, which is the secret bosses. So, after you beat the game and you reload your file, you're going to find that there is a special thing here in the Keyblade Graveyard. You can now go to the Badlands, which is where Xehanort was chilling out for most of the game. But before we do that, I'm probably going to have to change up my command deck, because this isn't the right one I want to use. So, I'm actually going to use... I don't know, can I use another? I have to put all this stuff on again. Oh, I hate this. I'll keep the deck one, but let's just edit it around. So I'm going to bring in... Hopefully I have it. Yep, I do. So I'm going to take... I know this deck is going to look a little weird, but trust me, it's correct. I know it definitely isn't going to look correct, but it is. Alright, I'm going to leave those in here. Okay, I'll leave that because it'll prove my point. Alright, so I got all that stuff. We're good to go. Alright, so when you come in here, you can go to the Badlands, visit this world. Again, this is going to be a little bit easier because of my health, which is huge. So yeah, you'll be here in the Badlands. And this area looks a little bit familiar, doesn't it? This is where we fought the Lingering Will as Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2. So a nice little callback. So if you head over here, you'll see there is Vanitas' Keyblade symbol hovering up here in the sky. The crest pulses with dark power. I'll come back later. That's a danger I'm willing to face. So if you open it up, and I think the cutscene will still play. It doesn't have any dialogue, so I'm going to talk over it. I believe this was in both versions of the game, the Japanese and American. Yeah, so despite the fact that at this point I guess Vanitas is gone, we get to fight the remnant of Vanitas, which is basically a color palette swap of him now. Now he's white instead of red. Whoopity-doo. However, he's way harder, and he now has the inverse symbol on his helmet. I guess that's also another aesthetic difference. Who would have thought? All right, so here's how this fight works. So if you want to fight him realistically, it's not that easy. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of hits on him and show you how this works. So he doesn't have much health. See that? He just has the one bar. I'll try to show that off before he kills me, because one hit will probably do it. Yeah, so he does this thing here. He's going to then swing behind you and keep going behind you. Yeah, this is the first thing he does. He limits the screen a lot. Now, here's the other problem. You're probably wondering, wait, why I'm not curing myself. I haven't hit him yet, but if you look at him, I hope I'll be able to show it off. I look right at him. I don't know if we'll see, because he moves around very sporadically. If you heal yourself, you heal him. I know I didn't hit him. I'll see if I can maybe take a hit off. Okay, so I took a few hits off of him. Alright, so I'm going to try to move away before he kills me. And I want to quickly try to heal. So you notice I took a few hits on him. Had I healed myself, I would have healed him. So, how do you do this fight? Well, there's an easy way and a hard way. So when I first played on the PSP, I actually beat him legitly. I brought in some commands, and I slowly whittled him down. However, this is the Chris Let's Play, so we're going to cheese him because I hate him. So we're going to retry, and this is why I brought in the strike raids. Okay, so here's how the game works. In usual gameplay, if Terra is to hit a wall with the Keyblade, it'll bounce back because physics, and that's how things work. When you hit like a wall, you'll get hit. But for some reason, strike raid doesn't have that effect, and this might take a few times to set up because I forgot where the rock is, and he's very fast and sporadic, and he probably will hit me. So I think it's that rock. Yeah, it's this rock here. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to come over here, not die. I know I'm gonna heal, but I know I don't really care. I can't see, and he's probably right behind me. All right, what you want to do is you want to come to this rock and get Vanitas like this, stuck. So you see right here, he can't move. You want to use Strike Raid because it goes through the rock and hits him. And all you got to do is you got to make sure you lock onto him, because only locking on and using Strike Raid for some reason works. I don't know why that is. You might lose the lock on when you use Freeze Raid. I think it still hits him. I think. Now you got to try to stay a little bit aware, because if you don't do that, he'll slide around on the side. So you see he's trying to get away. So you want to try to keep moving around. It doesn't matter where you stand on the rock, you can still hit him. So I'm going to try to do this in one go. I would love to heal so that I could shut up that noise, but I know I'll just end up healing him, and that probably will heal him fully. Thankfully, I have attack haste on, so this works. Again, you want to pay attention to where he's standing. If he goes too far left or too far right, and it looks like he's about to see you, you have to start moving and compensating your distance. Otherwise, he's going to hurt you. So Strike Raid works the best. Freeze Raid, not so much. I think he started moving. I'm going to try to move around. He's almost dead, and I think I have enough health here. Yeah, you can do this on any mode. Critical, easy. This is really easy on critical to cheese him like this. I know that this is kind of cheap, but you see how hard he was, and you see how difficult it is. So if you're really struggling with Vanitas, you just have to do this. It's an easy strat. I've been doing this ever since I beat him on the PSP, mainly because I beat him as Terra, like, legit. I actually beat him legitly as Terra when I first played on the PSP on Proud Mode. And that's it. He's dead. I know that that seemed very cheap and anticlimactic, but I beat him. And I did it in one go after showing the trick. And much like a lot of the secret bosses, he just disappears. That's it. And you get his Keyblade. I don't know if I'll show it, but I'll just show it for you. Nothing happens. I don't know what the point of the scene is. It's just to have an optional little fight. Nothing special. That's it. And I'll show it off what you get. So when you beat him, you go to your items, and he gives you Void Gear. So that a Keyblade with long reach provides an outstanding boost in strength and deals high damage when you land critical hits. However, I'm on Royal Radiance, which I think you get from, I think, beating the Mirage Arena with the bonus fights with Master Xehanort, and it's the most powerful Keyblade in the game. The second fight. Now, after you beat Vanitas, it unlocks another fight here in the Land of Departure, which I thought for some reason I wasn't going to be able to do here as Terra, but for some reason I can. So when you go back here to the Land of Departure, another cutscene is going to play out, and this is the second boss. This is called, I forget this guy's name. We used to call him the Mysterious Figure. We also call him No Name. It's another guy in a black cloak, which this time the organization doesn't exist. So who this guy is, we don't know. But he's obviously wearing a black coat, which means he might be tied to the organization. And he has a very unique weapon choice here. He has this little blue double lightsaber thing. It looks kind of similar to Xemnas' thing, so I will leave that as to who you think this might be. Don't worry, we find out who this is in the next game, in Dream Drop Distance. But for now, here he is. This guy, and I forgot to change the command gauge, but it's okay, I'll quit after this. So yeah, this fight was nerfed here in Final Mix on the PS4 and the PS3. Originally, he does this move, and I don't know if I'll let him do it to me. I think he just tried to do it. It's where he's going to jump up in the air, and he's going to throw this like little anchor thing down like that. And then, you see how I dodged out of it? In the PSP and the PSP version, I think it was just the PSP version, you can't do that. You can't dodge away. So once he picks you up, you're dead. And that's it. There's no saving it. Then there's this thing, the Doom thing. This sometimes happens randomly, and I'm going to try to hit him. He doesn't really take too much damage. The goal is to not move around. If you get hit by him, you basically can get hit a million times, and you'll have once more to heal you. If you move or do anything else, you'll die. So you want to keep that in mind. And I have the wrong moves on. This isn't what I wanted. You can't really use shot locks on him. He moves incredibly fast. He's very fluid. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. He's going to wail on me. As long as you don't do anything and he doesn't pick you up, you win. It's fine. You won't die. You'll be able to heal again. So there is fairness to this. The PSP version was a lot harder. Also, there you go. He just threw all my commands out of the bar. See? And I just had to pick them all up. So make sure you have Treasure Magnet. I don't know if that will work, but make sure you have Cure back in there. I don't know if 2 Kiragas will help. Again, this is why I did this on beginner mode, because if I did this on critical, this fight is a beast. I actually beat him on critical mode on the PS3 version. I did not beat him on critical here on the PS4 version because I already did it once and I'm not doing it again because screw that. So there's a trick to beating him too. It's not as a cheese fight like it is with Vanitas. And I'll show you what you need to do. So if you notice, my command gauge was set a certain way when we started this video. So I'm going to put those back. So what you want to do to beat him, and this works for all 3 characters, and so does the cheese thing for Vanitas. You can do that with all of them, like I said. But what you can do here with No Name is surges. So Thunder Surge, Fire Surge, and I think Aqua has Barrier Surge. I don't know if that one works as well, but you can do that too. And then 2 cures, which is fine. I like to put the cure near the top and the bottom, just so I can quickly get back to it. Oops, excuse me. And let's give it one more go. If I beat him, it'll be a goddamn miracle. I seriously doubt I will, but it would be nice to do it on camera for you guys. So let's visit again, and I'll show you how this works out a little bit easier. So this works because you'll charge into him, and he can't block you. You can instantly take damage, and because it's an area of effect move, it'll still damage him. So you'll see how much help this takes. So the goal is to start the fight off, not do this, because I'm dying. Again, if I just stay still and don't move, he'll probably hit me. I hate the Doom spell. I don't know what triggers that. I thought it was a level-based thing, but it might not be. I honestly don't know. It might be health. I really don't know. You can somehow get away from it, and I lost. I'm going to hit retry just to do that again so I don't put the commands back in. Let's give it a go. We'll do this a few times because it's only a 10-minute video, so I want to try to beat him on camera for you guys, but it's probably going to be very unlikely. Also, I think the commands were new, so I couldn't get... Yeah, now I can. So yeah, you want to use Thunder Surge and Fire Surge and hit him fast. See, look at that. That took half his health out. And he doesn't have that much health, so honestly, if you just stay and play the long game here, you can beat him really easy. What's going to suck is what he's going to do when he gets about halfway down his health bar. He's going to turn invisible. And that's a kind of a dick move, because when he turns invisible, you can't see him and lock onto him. And you got to basically use the Surge moves as... maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't get lucky, maybe you do, and honestly, how I beat him on, I beat him here first on beginner, and then I was like, you know what, I think I can beat him on critical, and I went back, and sure as day, I beat him. I friggin' beat him. He spams this, yeah, he's already invisible. I think he's invisible. Yeah, I think he was invisible. I couldn't lock on him. Sometimes you'll see him, but yeah, I beat him on beginner mode when I was doing this playthrough, and I went back to my critical mode on the PS3 file I have, and I beat him. And I have the trophy for that now, which I'm very pleased at, because that is a beast fight to do. So yeah, you want to try to run into him first. Mash it if you can. Mash the surges. If you start dying like this, yeah, you gotta be careful. Sometimes you go through shot command and you'll die. Again, it's very random. This isn't like a cheat. This is more of like a way to help out a little bit. It's not a guaranteed win. Kind of sucks, but you know, you got to do something. There's no way to beat him. This fight was so taxing on the PSP that my PSP would freeze sometimes. Like the fight would freeze. He would get stuck in one position, and I didn't know what to do because I was like, "Oh, this is it. I'm gonna just stay in one spot, and I'm just gonna like I'll just like keep hitting him, and we'll see what happens." You don't get any health for using. Crap! That's not good. I gotta get my commands back, and that means going towards him, and he's gonna hit me. Oh, that was close. Kiraga, 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 Kiraga. See, that guy, you can move away from that, because if he just picked me up in the PSP version like that, would have died. Would have died. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's how they programmed the fight. It was very unfair. And thankfully I have all this move. So yeah, look at this. He goes crazy. And this is nerfed. This is the nerfed fight. So just think about it just for a quick second. Yeah, we got him down. He's down to his last bar. Sometimes, I think one time I did this. Yeah, he's already invisible. And he's going to do the Doom command. And I'm going to just start doing this. He's going to keep hitting me. And he's going to do it again. He's going to do it. Definitely do it again. And I'm not going to be able to dodge him. He's in front of me. He's in front of me. He's in front of me. As long as you don't attack back, you can still get that one heal. And I died. Yep. Damn freaking Doom. I forgot what triggers the Doom. Oh, I know what it is. I think, I can't remember. It might be if you have cure spells. That might do it. That might be why he does it. There is a reason for how you can get him to stop doing it. I'll put a link in the description if I can remember what triggered it. But let me see. Let's do Thunder Surge. Thunder Surge. I hit him a little bit. You can sometimes get him real fast, honestly. You saw that. I was down to one bar, and he was almost dead. So if you just like mash on him a few times, you can win. It's definitely possible to do that. I just hate this thing with the Doom spell, because he does it. It's so unfair. Like, look at this. He spams it so unfairly. And it's like, just do another move, you idiot. Like, come on. Why do you got to keep using the same goddamn move? All right, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. As long as I press triangle, I'm good. I win. Yep, moved out of the way. Nice. Yeah, he's invisible. Okay, so he's invisible. And I died. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up because I want to. I couldn't find anything on it, so I'm gonna try it again. I think they just said you gotta not be close to him, so maybe that's a thing I'll try. I would like to beat him because we've been beating all the secret bosses on camera, so I would like to do it. But again, this one is so. Oh, come on! Yep. Okay. New plan. Spam. I know it's cheap. If I can get into the rhythm mixer command, that's an instant win. Basically, I think that's how I might have beaten him is Aqua. Maybe one time. I can't really remember. So I'm going to keep my distance from him. I don't want to use... Again, if you stay far away from him, I'm pretty sure you can't get hit. Yeah, then he makes copies of himself. I should have mentioned that too. Yeah, he has a lot of moves. A lot of moves. He's an asshole. Trust me. He's an asshole. I hate this guy. He's the bane. I couldn't beat him on the PSP. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, I beat all the secret bosses in Kingdom Hearts. Like, I don't want to not beat this one. And it was like I could never beat him, and I finally had to put the PSP away and just not look at it for like however long I didn't look at it, because I was just like, I can't look at this. I'm embarrassed that I haven't been able to win. All right, Blade Charge. That's not what I wanted. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, you dick. Don't do this to me. If he hits me again, I'm totally dead. Did I win? I think I won. I won! I won! I didn't die! I thought I died! I did it! Yeah, that's it. That's all you get. You have to fight him first, then you can walk around. Yeah, so I did it. I did it with the skin of my... Wow, 2 HP! 2 HP, and I did it! Wow. Yeah, play it on beginner. I'm telling you, play it on beginner, guys, because it just makes it so much more easier than doing it on critical. Critical is, you're gonna have way less health, and if you can beat him on critical, you know, God bless. But you know, it's a bitch. So yeah, that's the 2 secret boss fights, and that's all there is. That's all there is. After you do this, you can come here. I think you need to beat him to get the chest here, because you won't be able to do that. I think you can do this before he shows up here, but once he does, the chest is locked out and you can't do it. So you can fight him again. I thought you couldn't. I'm actually kind of surprised you can. I'm kind of glad you can, because I almost thought I locked out of that. So I'm glad we got to see that. 17 minutes, not bad for the final episode. Not bad at all. So I'm going to get started on recording the recoded cutscenes like we did for Days, and probably get started on filming Dream Drop Distance maybe tomorrow. It's a little late right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next Kingdom Hearts playthrough. We're almost there. We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We are close to Kingdom Hearts 3 and close to the end of this Let's Play journey.